We are live. We're live. Happy day. Happy day. I hope you're having the most magical, love-filled, epic Friday possible. I hope you find magic and awe and excitement and joy today. That's what I hope for you. Today we're going to dive into moving through. Say hi when you come on. I would love to hear from you. Today we're going to dive into how to move past, how to move through self-sabotage in order to hit your weight loss goals. Now keep in mind that when I say weight loss, I think we all have a little bit of a beef with weight loss goals, right? Because they seem to be a little bit elusive, and I really want to hone in as to what that means for you, because it will mean something different to everybody. For me, when I talk to clients and we're talking about losing weight, it's really about helping them to define a feeling, okay? Defining a feeling of what it will be like when they've got there. Because you can hit 56 kilos and still be super unhappy within yourself. You can hit that number and you can still feel fatigued, still not sleep well, still have hormonal issues and gut issues. So when we're defining what weight loss means to us, I really want to hone in that we want to get healthy in order to release some weight rather than to lose weight to get healthy, yeah? And also not go after that weight loss goal at all costs, right? Sacrificing life, sacrificing time with loved ones, sacrificing your health, yeah? Sacrificing the important stuff that's valuable to you. And so that's what I want to kind of go through and workshop today, is really looking at what is weight loss to you and how can we help you to move through the self-sabotaging habits that are keeping you stuck. They're keeping you feeling, heavy and stuck and in pain and foggy and bloated and frumpy and just not, that thriving self. In all of my work, my aim for you is to get you to that place where you feel like you are thriving. Because we all are designed to thrive. We are not designed, bodies are not designed to be overweight, to be sluggish, to be fatigued, to be depressed. These are not our natural states. Yes, they're states that we can accept and love in all, and all of that. We can come to that acceptance and we can, be where we're at, and that is really important. But I don't see anything wrong with striving for thriving. Woo, that can be my new tagline. Striving for thriving. Let's do it. Anyway, so let's have a look at what self-sabotage means. So when we do a quick Google search, it means when people do things or don't do things that block their success or prevent them from accomplishing their goals, right? So what this means is we all have habits that getting home from work when we plan to go to the gym and we just can the idea. Or we're addicted to chocolate, or we're addicted to wine, or we have these habits that keep us safe. They keep us where we're at. And I really want to point out that they're just habits. Habits can be formed, habits can be dropped, habits can be changed. And this is really important. And I talk about this on socials all the time in terms of when you choose a goal and the goal seems to be really far away. So you want to lose 20 kilos, yeah? And, at the moment you're feeling fatigued. So how are you going to put the energy in to losing that 20 kilos? So what's your first step? And then what's your second step? And let's start habit stacking our way to that 20 kg weight loss goal. So the first step, if you're fatigued, is to get energy. Number one, your first step, if you're fatigued and you want to lose weight, is to get energy. Because I can guarantee you, if you are fatigued and you're striving for that weight loss, you will not be able to sustain the activity and the habits required to get you there. This is why I'm saying we need to power up. We need to power up our bodies. We need to fuel our bodies with a good amount of protein, a good amount of healthy calories, a good amount of micronutrients so that we feel good and strong and energetic and vibrant and thriving while we are on the journey to releasing that 20 kilo weight loss. Yeah? Just like, let me know if this is landing for you. So how do we do that? Yeah, so you've got this big weight loss goal. You've got all of these self-sabotaging habits. The first thing that you need to do is to decide on your goal. You have to pick a goal. So I mentioned the other day to bring a pen and paper, to bring a goal and a pen and paper. So if you have a goal right now, weight loss, feel free to comment and share it with me. I would love to hear it. Or write it down. Write down what your goal is. Okay, so if it's lose 20 kilos, epic. Just write down what the goal is. All right? Now, we're going to come back to that goal later. But if your goal is to lose 20 kilos, what's the structure and the plan to get you there? Okay? This is the second part. So, how are you going to get there? What's your method? Is it macro counting, like in the Power Up program that I run? Is it restricting certain foods, like are you going to go low carb, keto? There are many different ways to lose weight in a healthy way. You just have to pick one that aligns to you, okay? And if you're not sure, that's what I'm here for. So pick a method, whether it's, going low carb, whether it's calorie restriction, whether it is macro counting or committing to a workout plan. Pick your method. So you've got your goal. What's your method? This next step is essential. If you do not do this next step, this is going to lead to self-sabotaging, guaranteed within a week. Okay? The next step is you have to pick a date or a time frame in which you will not reach your goal, but reassess your progress. Okay? Often I think that we say, I'm going to lose 20 kilos in 20 weeks, say, and then the pressure builds up. And we're like in week 1 and we've only lost 200 grams and we're like, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. And then you self-sabotage and you give up, yeah, because it's too overwhelming. Again, that goal seems like so far out of reach and you've only made this much progress. So this is where we need to give ourselves a time frame, not to reach the goal, but to commit to yourself, okay? Give yourself a certain amount of weeks. I love 12 weeks. Give yourself 12 weeks to commit to yourself and your goal, right? For the next 12 weeks, I am going to commit to the method I chose, macro counting, in order to get me to this goal, to get me progress towards this goal, yeah? So what that then does is in the hard moments, you're like, you know what? We're only 2 weeks in. You know what? We've got 10 weeks to go, okay? And so we all know that progress doesn't go like this. Progress grows like this, with that sound effect, okay? So when our progress is going like this, every time you go down, you're like, oh, I'm not going anywhere. But you don't see overall the incline, yeah? The progress that you are making, and that's super, super important. But it's hard when we're there to zoom out and see the bigger picture. And that's why I say, give yourself 12 weeks to commit to the goal at all costs, and then reassess, yeah? Because if you don't do that, again, you're going to hit week 2, you're on a little bit of a downer, you're feeling down, you're feeling tired, you're feeling frumpy, you get your period, and it all goes out the window, all right? So that's number 2. So step number 1, structure. What's your method? You got your goal, what's your method? Step number 2, pick a time frame. Essential. Step number 3, are you ready for it? You need to gather up a commitment, a level of commitment and determination to yourself. A commitment to yourself that rivals a wedding ring, right? We all know partnerships are hard. We all know that partnerships require work. We all know that sometimes in partnerships there's passion and there's fire and we feel like we're winning and we're progressing, and sometimes we're like, what is happening right now? You know, whether that's a partnership with, you know, your loved one or your business or your weight loss goal, okay? So you need to have that determination to reach that 12-week mark. Just reach it. That's it. And you need to have a commitment to yourself, not to the goal, not to the end product, but commit to you and learning you, and getting progress within you and growth at all costs. Look up the definition of commitment in your own time, okay? And what this does is that it makes it really hard to self-sabotage when you have committed truly to something. When you have committed to yourself, you don't want to break that commitment. You don't want to break that promise, okay? So that's step number 3. You really need to do that. And this, you know, it doesn't take that long. I know that we're all very busy. I'm a mum of 3. I run a business, I run a household, and I still manage to do this method, count my macros, hit my protein target every day, majority of the time, and I'm 8 weeks in, right? So, there aren't really excuses. If you find yourself, and this is where we're going to come back to the goal, okay? We're coming back to the goal. So you've got your method, you've got your structure, you've got your time frame, and you've decided to commit. Now we need to go back to the goal, okay? Because this is really important. We need to review whether it's actually worth it and of value to you. Because what I see time again and again and again and again is that people are like, yep, I want to lose weight. Yep, I want to commit to my gut health. And then life gets in the way, which is fine. There is nothing wrong with that. However, if you truly want the goal, you will make it work. You will carve the time, whether you have 3 kids, 5 kids, a business, a household, whether you work full time. If you truly commit to something, you make it work. You carve the time. And so this is why we're going to go back to the goals. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I really want to highlight here that throughout this process, I'm not talking about perfection. Consistency over perfection. So doing this process and actioning it, it is not about being perfect 100% of the time. It's about sticking to it. It's about, you know, coming back to the path every time you veer off. You know, in the reset program, I talk to my clients about stepping left, right? Because it's a reintroduction protocols. We do pull a lot of food out, you know, a lot of inflammatory food out. So if you do step left and consume an inflammatory food, ask yourself the question, what did I learn? Yeah, what did I learn? Because that removes the guilt. So every time you're on your path and you're doing your method and you're progressing and you veer left, just get back on the path. Yeah, have some compassion for yourself. So this is not about perfection. It's about consistency. It's about coming back to the path. So really want to review your goal now, okay? So you've got your goal, making sure that you have that in the forefront of your mind. And I really want you to take a breath or 2, come back to this present moment. I mean, I'm excited, so, you know, it's a bit hard for me to settle, but come back to the present moment, visualize your goal, close your eyes if you like, and I want you to envision that you are at the end of that 12 weeks and you've reached your goal. How does it feel? How does it feel in your body to wake up in the morning? How do you feel in your body as you move through the day? How proud do you feel when you lift something really heavy and don't put your back out? How does it feel to know, looking back on those 12 weeks that you committed to yourself, that you did it, regardless of the results you committed to yourself, and you carved that time for you, and you put that work and that intention and that nourishment into yourself? How does that feel? I do a bit of more of a visualization, so I'm going to share with you my personal visualization of what it means to me to be lean and fit and healthy. So I'm in the kitchen and I'm in my like fave trackies and a white long sleeve top, and I'm like washboard abs, getting pretty personal here. And I'm laughing with my husband and my kids are running around and I'm chopping veggies. I can just feel the connection of my body. Like my body just feels so strong, and I'm like connected within my abs and within my gut and within my body. Everything's just strong and connected, and it feels really like zingy and happy and content and comfortable. That's mine. And I dive into that. And you can dive into that regularly because you're connecting to that goal is going to like bring you closer to it. Yeah? So that's really important to go after this. I would really encourage you to sit for a minute and visualize what it is that you want and how does it look and feel when you've achieved it. But you can't get rid of that vision now. Once you've got that and you've got that feeling, the other thing that happens when you do that is you will be able to recognize when you are there without the physical result, right? Like the strength that you feel lifting something 1 week in or 3 weeks in. You know, you're not at the end of your goal, but you're on your way there. I mean, today, my heavyweight at the gym when I was squatting was my lightweight at the gym today was what used to be my really heavyweight. Like, so proud. I feel so satisfied. I just want to be like fist pumping in the gym because I'm proud of myself because I've committed, right? And that's what it's about. So when you're really visualizing this goal and you're going after it, I want detail. I want feeling, and I want you to commit to yourself even when you veer off the path, even when you miss a workout, even when you don't track a meal. And I want you to afford yourself some flexibility within those parameters so that it's not tough, right? So that you don't allow that like self-sabotaging behavior to come back in because you weren't perfect. Because it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. And then I want you to be like seriously honest with yourself. You've got your goal. Is it really what you want? And there's no judgment here. If you don't want that goal, that's fine. It does not, it's your body, your choice. I said that all the time. It's your body, your choice. But I want you to make sure that the goal that you've chosen is yours. It's not society's. It's not some stranger who made a comment on your body. It's not anything else, that it's your goal and that you want it. And then I want to make sure that it's within your values and that the method that you've chosen is doable, it's actionable, and that you've decided that you're going to commit to yourself. Yeah? Making sure that all those things are aligned and are of value to you, and then you're kind of excited about it to embark on this journey. That's really, really important, because if the goal is actually not really important to you, you'll self-sabotage. If it's actually not really important, you'll start relying on motivation to get you there. And motivation is very short-lived. We need to be habit stacking to get there. We need that determination and commitment to self to get us to that goal, even when those self-sabotaging habits come up. Okay? And we really need to remove that attachment to a number on a scale and really connect to what it feels like to achieve our goal within our body. So go deeper. How do you want to feel? Dream big and in lots of detail. Structure. Make sure you've got a method, you've got a plan. Seek accountability, like in my Power Up program. So in my Power Up program, I'm going to be kicking it off in 2 weeks' time. It is available now, so hit me up if it interests you. And it's a macro counting program. So we calculate your protein goal, your calorie goal, and then over the course of the 12 weeks, we adjust and reassess and amend to make sure you're on track, that you're progressing, that you have support, accountability, and that you are on your way to getting to your end goal. So this is a really amazing program to get support, accountability, and a professional eye on your diet, on your micronutrients, on your power, on your strength, on your fat loss progress. And it has already started to change a lot of lives. So if you're interested, send me a message. I can send you the link and we can have a chat as to whether it is aligned and a really good fit for you. And at the end of the day, I want you to keep going no matter what. Keep going no matter what. Consistency over perfection. And just a reminder, if you join me in Power Up, it is a 12-week program. It consists of all of these things that we've talked about today in order to remove that self-sabotage and get you to where you want to be. And the aim of the game is to power up your strength, your physique, your energy levels, so that come September, October, you are feeling so energetic, so proud, so strong, so confident and comfortable in your body that you're just embracing every single day and moment that you can. All right. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Whether you're on live or on the replay, I feel super honored that you came and listened to me for the last 20 minutes. And if you have any questions, please send me a message.